I'm going to show you how you can cash flow in a prime location in Nashville, Tennessee. We are outside a 1960s quadplex in one of the best neighborhoods in the inner city. This is the Nations out in West Nashville. This is what we've got. This is one of my clients' properties. Let's go take a look at what they did so that you can hopefully take that and implement it in your own investment strategy. Okay guys, so this is, we're walking into the living room. One thing you'll notice is everything's been updated, and the quality of this is really nice, but the expense of it is actually not really bad. So we've got renter quality floors, everything's been repainted, the outlets have been painted and updated. If you come over here to the kitchen, we'll take a look at what they did. This is about a 700 or 800 square foot unit. The cool thing about these 1960s units is once you've done a renovation on one of them, you pretty much know the layout and what to expect for all of them. We'll take a look at some of the appliances they did. Everything's really nice quality, but it's meant to be a nice quality rental it's gonna be graduate students, it's gonna be medical workers, it's gonna be people that are working class that need to be close to the city. This is an affordable alternative to a lot of the luxury apartments that are being built in these areas, which is why I really like this investment strategy. You can get into an older 1960s quadplex or triplex, do a really nice job like this, provide something that others can't provide, which is a little bit more of an affordable rent, and then you're also adding to the neighborhood, making this a nicer property than it once was. You can see in the bathrooms, this is where you're gonna spend the majority of your budget, is gonna be in the bathroom. The good thing about that is the bathrooms aren't really that big, so the square footage is less, so materials is gonna be less. So if you're teaming up with a good contractor and doing a few of these, you should be able to knock out a bathroom, do a really high-end job for not a lot of money. That's where you'll wanna spend the majority of your funds though. We'll check out the bedroom. So what you'll notice in these units, it's very typical for these bedrooms to have window units. Like when these were first being built, there was no HVAC. So something that you can do to upgrade what you've got is have window units that do both heating and air. And what you can tell from this unit, it's not very loud. It's blowing at full speed. It's January and I'm feeling really comfortable. But if you want to upgrade to that, you can spend a little bit of money on adding a mini split, which is just based on your preference and what you think your renter is going to want. And then over here, we've got bedroom number 2. So a little bit about this particular property and how it came to be. So if we're in a quadplex right now, my main strategy I suggest for clients is to look for that 3rd and 4th unit, because in the Nations, there are duplexes in this area that are selling and have sold between $450 and $550 just completely done. Now I won't say exactly how this one was out of privacy for my client, but the price per door on this quadplex was much less. And the reason for that, triplexes and quadplexes are less common in our city just in general. So the price per door is gonna be a lot less compared to a duplex. The 3rd and 4th unit is really where you're going to get close to cash flow, which is a somewhat difficult thing to do in such an appreciating market. So some of the things that you can do to boost that cash flow is find properties that have a 3rd and 4th unit, because the purchase price on those is only going to be slightly higher than a duplex, but the comps of what you can get in a duplex are going to be about the exact same. So that's one strategy. And then the other thing that you can do is we're about within a 5-mile radius of 4 different hospitals. a bunch of different universities. So if you furnish these things out, you can also boost the income as well by having a furnished rental for a medical worker or something like this. Now, if you're a house hacker and you live in one of these units, in Nashville, Tennessee, you'll be able to use these as owner-occupied short-term rentals. And the income that you can produce on a short-term rental in the nations is just unreal. That could be your own, that could be a full-time job in it of itself. Now, the trouble with that is once you move out, you can't have an owner-occupied short-term rental, and this would not be okay for a short-term rental. Hey, if you're thinking about relocating to the Nashville, Tennessee area, well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate Nashville area relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below. From top employers, best hospitals, and a boatload of other things that you're gonna need to know before you make the move to Nashville. It's completely free, it's linked below. Check out the top pinned comments. I hope that helps, and let's talk soon. So one of the things I think about is like while you're living in a property, you boost up the cash flow, get your numbers, make a bunch of money, and then as time goes on, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, in that span of time, the rents are going to increase. You're gonna be in a situation where maybe you can refinance it, and then within a 2 to 3 year period of time, you can move out of this property and just rent it out like a long-term rental and make tons of money. Now, this particular property is like one of the best deals that I have come across on the market, because this came on the market right when interest rates were going up, and a lot of people were exiting the market. And my clients found this property, saw the potential, saw that it was actually cash flowing on day one. Now, it needed a lot of work. Most of these kinds of units need a lot of work. And the reason for that is because we're in neighborhoods that were historically very impoverished and not really doing well. So over time, we're seeing that people are flocking back to the cities. So these neighborhoods that are very close to the city, where you're close to bus lines and they're kind of working class neighborhoods, these units are staying, and if you can do the construction right and keep your costs low, you're gonna have a great investment property, because it's just the resurgence to come back to the city. And the alternative of what you're seeing in the same areas is more high-end luxury rental apartments, where this is high-end, but it's affordable. So, I mean, there's just gonna be a lot more people that are interested in renting this space, especially if you got good property management and can keep up with the ambiance of the lot, of the town, of the neighborhood, and really kind of embrace that retro feel that you're not going to get from a brand new build. If you're interested in content like this as a resident or as an investor in the Middle Tennessee area, be sure to like and subscribe, and check the description below to see how you can get in contact with us. If you're looking to house hack or get into an investment property in Nashville, definitely let us know. We can steer you in the right direction. We can get together, have a buyer's consult, and figure out what the right investment strategy is for you. But until next time, thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.